just you and me, right? Well, except I closed myself.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, because otherwise I'd reopen this. It was,
Oh,
it had to
yeah.
be signed back in.
Okay.
Okay, so Bert,
Sorry.
answer it. Go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, so firstly, similar to my questions on policy 4100, this policy that's geared towards school board members, first 4 out of 6 pages almost entirely talks about municipal employees again, right, on this policy. First 4 pages. Finally, we get to page 5, where we start talking about the code of ethics for board members. So it's really the last 2 pages. We separated this thing so that we have something for board members, and it's the last 2 pages of a 6-page document. So that's point number 1.
In this instance, we are declared municipal employees. Even though we're board members, but we are municipal employees.
So just call us board members.
We're board.
So why not just call us board members? You know,
6-1.
it's confusing. Yeah.
Okay. So just keep going with
Okay.
your questions and then we'll go to.
Okay, so one more point here. And specifically within the code of ethics for board members, and we were talking about creating things and policies that are enforceable, that we know what it is and we can enforce it. I go to point number 5 on the code of ethics of responsibilities for school board members. Remember at all times that he is one of the team. Now, remembering, how does anybody know if I remember it or not? I mean, I told you I forgot to come to the last policy meeting, so that clearly I didn't remember. But assuming you can define what it means to be a member, one of the team, but how do you enforce something that says remember? I mean, somebody can look into my heart of hearts if I forgot or if I remembered, if I acted out against the board that I didn't remember or I did remember. So I would move that we just strike that whole line item.
How about we just take the word remember out and leave at all times?
But it's also not definable. So
It is definable.
what does a member of a team mean? Does it mean that we're always all in agreement, that we will act in consort with one another? Does it mean that once we make a decision, and I think it does mean this, we will abide by it and work to implement that decision?
Which is number 6.
Right, so
However,
we're redundant, so
We don't,
there's no point for that line item at all. But
I mean, honestly,
it's not enforceable.
to me, it's
But yet you.
neither, to me, it's neither here nor there, honestly, that line. Because number 6 is the line that's, that we've talked about. Everybody that has sat with me knows that when we make a decision, we're supposed to carry it out and support the decision of the board. However, doesn't always happen. That's unenforceable as well, as we've seen.
Right, so is enforceability the rule of what gets into a policy?
So
I think when you take your oath as a board member, it's in good faith that you're going to follow the code of ethics set forth and voted on by the board.
Correct.
And that you're going to do
But not
everything
if
in
you
your
don't know
best.
what it means.
Code of ethics is different than a conflict of interest. A conflict of interest is black and white, and a code of ethics is not as black and white. So to compare the two is a false comparison.
Conflict of interest is never black and white.
Okay, yes, it is. The law says that it is.
No, he gave.
The law says that it
Gave
is.
the
It's
basic
black.
law, but then when you say
There's a
compare
law
the
that
fact
says
to the
conflict of
law, it's not
interest.
always clear.
That's not what our attorney said. Thank you.
I don't know what he said.
I mean, let me ask you a question. Let,
Well, then
let
we
me
have a
ask,
bigger problem.
let me ask you a question.
The answer is there is a general municipal law provision that defines a conflict of interest as statutory definitions.
Thank you.
Right, but that doesn't necessarily mean
Thank
that
you.
it's clear from a set of facts whether if you're.
It is
the law,
clear.
Bert.
It 100%
It's the
is
law.
clear.
If
It's
you're making-
perception of conflict is different than the law of conflict.
Right. But
There
when
is
you
a
said
law.
you're making
Somebody
lots of
else's
money versus
perception.
a little money.
No. Now we're
Oh,
beating
come
out
on. It's
at
money.
the dead here. We're talking about something else completely. However, every one of these, you can come back and say,
Right.
So then there
but
should be no
there
code
has
of
to be
ethics.
a code of ethics, and these are in fact, I mean, it clearly says
Responsibilities.
you're accepting an office as a board member as a means of unselfish service. I can't guarantee that every person does that.
What's the point?
So,
So
well,
when
the
you
point
take your
is,
oath-
you're doing it on good faith. When you take your oath of office, you're swearing to do these
That's
items.
the point.
Are you
That's-
saying
I
that
can't
you should?
I couldn't, wait. I couldn't guarantee that somebody does this. I can't
Wow.
guarantee that Byers doesn't go and tell the secrets of the world when he leaves here. Sorry, Byers. But I'm believing in good faith that my fellow board members are doing so and
Okay.
following the standards that we set forth.
Bert, do you believe, this is a serious question, that elected officials should not be held to a code of ethics? That should just be thrown out, that as an elected official, there is no standard or code of ethics. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe there should be another 10 of them. We'll see why
It's
it's
a
not at
yes or
12.
no question. I'm asking you a question.
I think you're
Do you
being
believe that
ridiculous now.
Do you believe that an elected official should be held to a code of ethics as an elected official? I'm asking you, yes?
I think
or
in
no?
general, yes, but maybe not
Okay,
these.
done. Thank you.
Maybe not these, you know?
Okay, thank you. You said yes.
I don't
So
see the
that's-
point of line
it was
5,
yes
but
or no.
that doesn't address number
Thank you.
5.
So let's ask.
I mean, I
Okay,
said
so
yes.
here we go.
Consensus.
Let's look for consensus across the board. Number 5 is in question. Remember at all times that he or she is part of the team, one of the team, however you want to word it. I'm looking for those in favor of removing number 5. You're not even raising your hand. You're the one that's ready to go.
Good, I'm raising my hand.
Okay, so
Okay.
Wow.
the remainder of the board is not in favor of it.
Thank you.
Is there another standard here in question?
No.
Okay. Mr. Lazar, did you have any other questions on this? Okay, so
So do we take an official vote on these policies or?
we vote on them at the board meeting next week. This is the discussion in regard to any changes and or conflict in them.
The next
They
week,
will-
there should be no questions about these policies.
So these will be placed
Correct.
on the board meeting agenda for next week to be voted on. I'm sorry? Yeah.
Motion.
Let me speak. So I need a motion to move these policies to the next agenda for Tuesday.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. I need a motion to adjourn. Bert and Byers. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Just a reminder that we're here next week, one more time before the holidays. Tuesday at 7:30, hopefully also a relatively quick meeting. For those celebrating Hanukkah and or Christmas, I will pass on happy holidays to you in case I forget to do it next week. Let's hold the Hanukkah's this week, right?
Yeah, Thursday. Sorry.
All right, so then happy Hanukkah before it begins. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful night.